And then you
Sure.
just pick one, and then we just
Okay.
go.
All right. Let's do this.
Have you done a lot of like virtual improv yet?
No, this is actually my first one, so thank you for the invitation. You're breaking me in.
Well,
I mean,
you're
I
welcome.
guess I guess any moment is kind of being in the moment. So maybe I'm being modest. I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, I guess technically we're improvising all the time, right?
True. Yes.
Yeah, I've done oh boy, I've probably done 100 of these maybe.
This is so
So,
wonderful. Yeah. What inspired you to do this, Jay?
well, if I didn't do it, I felt like it would pass me by because I felt like the whole online thing is here to stay. So if
Yes.
I was like I'm gonna jump in head first, and
Got
then
it.
yeah, and then I just was looking for a chance to play with friends and people like I didn't know, and then that just blossomed into an opportunity to play with people from all over the world, which is incredible.
What a discovery there. Yes. It is.
Yeah, I'm very excited to play with you again. We've got 32.
32.
Yeah.
Wow.
So pick a
Well,
number 1 to
that's
32.
that's like almost my age, like a decade ago or so. Well, it is the time of Leo, so my birthday is in August, and it will be my birthday month soon. I guess you say it could be my season, so I'll go with 22, August 22. So 22, what do they have for 22?
All right, 22. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So this comes from my buddy Nathaniel, and the suggestion is let's give the butler a present.
Oh,
Thanks,
fantastic.
Nathaniel.
All right.
Um, darling,
Yes.
um, uh, I had a strange thought, and I was wondering if I might run it by you.
Well, I'm all ears, dear. What is it?
Um, it is, from what I heard, and I don't remember this, but Jason's birthday is coming up next week.
Oh, yes. Jason, we must not forget. Jason's birthday next week already. Wow, has time flown so quickly? I mean, first it was winter and then spring and then now it is going to be his birthday next week. What do you have in mind?
I feel like we should celebrate. I feel
Okay.
like, I mean, it has been a year already.
It has. It has. Well, last year the pool party was a hit.
Yes. Wasn't that
Everyone
fabulous?
everyone got to dress
Yes.
in their swimming gear, and the whole backyard was filled with friends from all over. It was such fun times, and I think it would be nice, darling, to have some fun times again. Shall we have another pool party?
Oh, I
Is
think
that allowed?
no, I think that that was my first thought, darling, is that I thought maybe it would be time for us again to throw another pool party in his honor.
I see, I see. Well, I wonder what, are there any precautions we should take? It's been a while since we've hosted a pool party, and I'm not sure, is it phase three, phase two? What, phase four? Where are we? What phase are we in anyways, dear? Can
You
you?
know, it's funny you mentioned that, darling, because I was thinking the same thing. I know we're in a phase of some sort. When
Yes.
we go up, is it worse? Like, is phase three worse than phase one? Because I feel like we're right at the not worst part, but the next to worst part.
This is true, and you know, dear, of course, as we rise up, we sometimes fall back. So it's
Yes.
such a very fluid space and time that we are in, dear. I wonder if we ought to Google it and maybe get some facts, some information we can maybe gather and plan and maybe we can get a group together to help us plan for this wondrous event. I can't wait. I think I need to work out, my dear. You know, we have been staying in for these past few months, and all I do is eat. Maybe the pool party is not such a good idea.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're uncomfortable with it, I definitely say let's not do that then. Let's not do a pool party. But I definitely like the idea of doing a party of some sort.
Oh, yes, yes. Well, maybe for those that are comfortable with being in the pool,
Yes.
maybe we can have something in the RSVP where they choose to bring their swim gear
Ooh.
or not. I mean, I guess friends might be needing more vitamin D uh, nowadays as well. So maybe we can make the theme be health and wellness of some sort by the pool.
I think that's a fabulous idea. Then our guests can choose if they would like to come into the pool or not. It's their option, whatever they're comfortable with.
True, this is true. And I guess maybe we can just consider wearing our bathing gear as a sort of like a costume party. It'll be like Halloween.
Oh, I'm getting so excited just talking about this. This is a wonderful idea.
Well, thank you so much for bringing this to our attention and how important it is for us to celebrate, of course. And it has been a year, as you say, so we are going to have this costume party by the
Yes.
pool, and everyone will soak up the D that they have been missing out on these past few months. What a great way to break out, and whatever phase we are in, we will make it happen.
I mean, isn't it true that people are in their own personal phase? So for some people, they might want to go out without the mask, and for some people, they might need to be completely covered up. And this will be a phase party as well. You can choose the phase you're in, come as you are, and you are invited to this party.
I love the three phase
Yes.
event. It's like a gala.
Oh,
It will be
yeah.
like a gala. Now, food. What shall we have for food? What would be what would be
Well,
nice to have? What are some of his favorites?
dare I say this, darling? Dare I say this? What if we have food that comes out also in phases? So
Ooh,
it's like a flight of food, but in phases as well. We could have three phases of food. They can come out at certain parts of the party. We can invite our guests to show up at noon. That'll be phase one, and then we can have a snack, which will be phase two, and then we can have a light dinner for phase three.
I see, I see. So throughout the day, it'll be kind of an all day kind of gala event. What would we say? And I say as we bring out each phase that maybe we have some crab. Maybe crab might be nice. Maybe
Yes.
maybe then we have some things that are just fully exposed. What kinds of foods would be just fully exposed? That would be maybe in the latter phase, maybe towards the afternoon.
I have it. I have it. The very end. It's a pig roast. We have a full pig on a spit, fully exposed. The apple in the mouth, turning slowly on a. I mean, I think Jason would absolutely love this for his birthday. We have a fully exposed pig roast at the end, and then for the guests who would like to stay to see what would happen after phase three, then we can extend that as well.
Oh, this is lovely. I think Jason will
Yes.
really just enjoy this time. And this he's mentioned this lechon before. He talked about this happening in his village growing
Yes.
up as a boy. And so we will reenact kind of this celebration around a fire. Maybe we should have a bonfire
Oh,
as well as
darling,
evening
I don't
comes.
think I don't think maybe. I think it's a definite. I think that's a beautiful idea. We'll have a bonfire. Oh, we can dig it out on our beach.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes. I mean, it's just really just, walking distance. It's just down the way. And we have these phases. We've got phases for the theme, phases
Yes.
for the food, phases for location, even, and phases of the heart. I think will be a wonderful way to celebrate dear Jason. He has done so much for us. I can't imagine my life without him. He's been such a very integral part of our lives, and it is good to honor him in this time.
I
Hmm.
mean, 80 years old. Can you believe? I hope that when I'm 80 years old, I'm doing just what he's doing, something I love with the people I love. He is such a, like you said, he's such an important part of us. And many
Yeah.
times he's kept us together. And I think this is the only thing we can do to honor and celebrate him is to have this party. And we talk about, we can all have our guests give toasts to different phases of his life.
That would be lovely, and I think a toast rather than a roast would probably be more welcome. So,
Oh, yes.
yes, we can we can have a toast, and I am sure so many people will be coming. We must really, again, we must make sure we take all precaution. We should have stations for hand washing. We should definitely make sure there's enough potties as well. External. I mean, I guess folks can go in the house, but we want to make sure that everyone is comfortable at our event, and we want to keep this a surprise. Do you think we can keep it a surprise?
Well, darling, I know I can keep it a surprise. Can you keep it a surprise?
I don't know. I was just about to Instagram our ideas, but well, good thing Jason is not as tech savvy as some of us, so maybe we can still slip it by him. But yes, we need to get started because how much time do we have to actually make this
Well,
all work?
well, his birthday is next week, and so I feel like his birth. Well, let's see, his birthday is on the 19th, and the 19th is Wednesday. So
Okay.
I feel like what we could do is to make it a complete surprise. Let's have it on a Saturday, but let's between the Wednesday and Saturday, let's ignore him and pretend we don't remember it's his birthday, and then we'll hit him with the surprise on Saturday.
I think this is a lovely idea. I'm playing a practical joke on poor old Jason. I hope he doesn't take it to heart and, you know, get into a depression. That would be a not such a nice way to celebrate one's birthday month.
Especially 80. Well, no, I think he's going to be okay.
He'll be okay. He has the various techniques to kind of keep his emotions under control. I do know that. I would just be so upset if someone were to ignore me my whole birthday season that
Oh,
I just don't think I would want to leave my bed. And
yeah.
then Jason would just have to keep serving up meals, and then I will just get bigger and fatter, and I would never be able to host a pool party again.
Darling, if you got whatever size you got, you would still be magnificent.
Oh, sweetheart, this is why I love you. And
I love
I am
you.
just I'm just so happy that we are back together again. I know, as you say, Jason has been the one to really keep
Yes,
our relationship, all
yes.
the various turns we've had in these
Many.
years. And what a wonderful time to come together and honor someone so dear to us. Thank you, dear. Thank you.
Scene.
I loved having had a big house with a beach that was nearby and a pig roast. Oh, wow.
Man, like, I was thinking, like, what could be the worst thing to have? And it's like a fully roasted pig. I went to a wedding once where they had a pig roast before after the wedding and before before we went to the reception, and it was the most surreal thing I've ever been a part of.
I bet. Yeah. I mean, I believe, yeah. I mean, any Hawaiian culture, the Filipinos do this. I mean, pig roast is a thing. Like that lechon is like centerpiece.
Yeah.
A few years ago when my uncle remarried, he married someone who was vegan. And there's actually a town in the Philippines called Vigan, Vigan. So everyone thought, oh, she's Filipino, but she's not Filipino. She's just a vegan. She doesn't eat. She's American. She doesn't eat meat. She doesn't care for leather items, animal rights
Wow.
activist. But my aunt, so very much a meat eater, and likes to cause trouble. She decided for our first
No.
Christmas together to have the centerpiece be a roasted pig.
No.
And then we do like a secret Santa every time we get together for Christmas. And
No.
she just like kind of made sure that there were like leather items available, like, leather wallet, leather stuff. It's like,
Why?
"Wow, why?
Why? Like
Why?"
you're purposefully causing pain.
I know it really was. And someone should have called her out. And I
Yeah,
think it
yeah.
was being hosted at my home, but we just weren't so, you know, aware of those things. And now I think so to kind of pay pay it forward, every time we do have our Christmas gatherings, I just make sure I bring only vegan and vegetarian dishes because I still feel so terribly from that time when we were forced to have a roast pig at our dinner table when we
Oh
had a
my
new
God.
family member come in who was opposed. So my apologies, Tita Jen. Sorry.
And but she's right here. Oh no. Um, we were talking earlier, you're an artistic director of a theater right now, and you're trying to make, this whole transition to online. What have you found works? What's still challenging? Like, how's that going?
Yes. Well, definitely getting a team together is important.
Yeah.
Our theater company is Circa Pintig. Circa stands for the Center for Immigrant Resources and Community Arts. We're a nonprofit organization. I'm one of the founding members and currently artistic director. We were founded back in 1991, so we're celebrating our 30th anniversary. And we are more a community arts organization that focuses on immigrants' experience, Filipinos, Filipino Americans, and Asian Americans. And so it's been kind of a great thing. We are looking to revisit past productions because we've got almost 30 years of plays and shows that we've been working on. One of the first ones we did was called America's in the Heart. And this was when we were all much younger, of course. There's like a cast of 25 based on a book about a Filipino who came to the United States in the 40s. And so I just dug up. Someone just was able to get me the script for this production we did back in 91, 92.
Wow.
So we're
Wow.
thinking of maybe doing like a tele-series, like a telesario, just kind of
Oh
do it in
yeah.
episodes. And really the beauty, for example, like we're live streaming right now on Facebook, right? Hey,
Yep.
everyone. Um, I just tested this out and I just figured it out because I'm hosting an open mic for Circa Pintig tomorrow. We call it our monthly beats. And so last month was my first time hosting, and I have just contacted old members, artists, put out a call. We've got music, we've got film screening, we've got singers, and then we have like a call to action. So, of course, there's lots of pressing issues that we are all experiencing. So, it's kind of a nice forum to all come together. We even do a sing along. Like last month, we sang along the Beatles song, Oobla Dee,
Oh,
Oobla
Black
Da.
life goes on.
And someone had the ukulele and
Perfect.
harmonica. It was great. I believe the sing along for tomorrow will be Blackbird, which I saw something posted about that, and I think it would be a really wonderful to sing
Yeah.
together. So we're just trying to like figure out the formatting. Last time we had about eight different artists come together, and we had about 25 maybe attendees, so we can break out in little breakout rooms and have
Oh
kind of
yeah.
discussion just to check in on everyone,
Yeah.
how everyone's doing. So that's one of the projects that we have been doing. We had a production. It was actually really meant to just be a staged reading. But I was able to get our good friend Giovanni Ortega to direct us,
Wow.
and how amazing that became because then
Yeah.
he set it up so that the Zoom was more of a workshop format, a webinar format, I guess. And
Yeah.
so it's not like you're seeing everyone's faces, like we're all the Brady Bunch. It was like just the actors that are
That's
acting.
cool. That's
And then
cool.
he had his filmographer come in and do the recordings in different ways using different devices. And then we had some music playing during the show. And then they finally edited and added more sounds and music. And so all of this is up on our website, which is like kind of really cool. So we've got Mr. and Mrs. LaQuesta Go Dancing available for you to see. We got to also raise money for HIV/AIDS homeless shelter based out in LA because our playwright, did some work with that organization. So it was for in honor of Pride Month. That was our production last month, and that was really the beauty, Jay. Just like you are in Los Angeles, is this correct?
Yep.
And I am in Chicago.
Yep.
We get to still spend time together. This
Right?
is amazing.
I mean, that's the silver lining.
Invited. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
what's your theater's website?
Yes, the website is circapintig.org. So Circa Pintig.org. Circa Pintig is the Filipino word for heartbeat. It's pulse. So
Oh, well, you are definitely all heartbeat because you have such a great way of first off, you just have a great energy, and then playing with you, you're definitely do so many wonderful characters and connections emotionally that it's so easy.
oh, thanks so much, Jay. Well, thank you for having this space for folks to just come in, pop in, and play. I mean, I think that's really the beauty of this work is
Yeah.
to kind of, just re-energize. So thank you, thank you. Another inspiring thing is another good friend of ours had set up just like weekly table reads of Shakespeare and of other good works. And I mean, no need to publicize it, no need to record it,
Yeah.
but it was just us coming together, looking at text and listening and revisiting and being one. And she's based out in Alexandra Gonzalez, based out in Bristol, I believe. So she's in the UK.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
again, you've got, other artist friends from Florida or the East Coast, the West Coast, the Midwest. And like you say, the silver lining.
Yeah.
Amazing. So
And
many
and
possibilities.
and I think artists are the one to lead the way, right? Like we're the ones that go, we're artists, we have to do this. So this is the medium. We'll figure a way to make this work.
We will figure it out. Exactly. I think we need we need to
Yes.
figure it out. This is kind of the thing that
This is
is
it.
what it's about. And the same with educators. Again, I was telling you that I teach children
Yeah.
online who are in China. And I've been doing that for a few years now, and how fortunate it had been to have that experience because then I also work with university students in an ESL program, and we had to move online. And so to be able to kind of at least know some of the basic uh,
Yeah.
needs to still be effective has been great, but it also allows for that creativity because you want to make it engaging. And only artists and teachers, educators do this. And so I feel truly blessed. Thank you
Wow.
for
Yeah,
being able
you
to put all this together.
you are ahead of the curve. Where can people, if they want to follow you or get a hold of you or reach out to you, work with you, hire you, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Yeah, well, I am on the Facebook, so Ginger Leopoldo. I am on the Instagram. I'm Ginger Energy. And again,
Yes.
artistic director for Circa Pintig. So a lot of my work is also focused in the nonprofit work that we do, the community arts work that we do at Circa Pintig, celebrating its 30th anniversary next year. So please join in. I had the chance to go to the Philippines in 2014 and was able to do one of these like playgrounds. I think it
Yeah.
was a mixer. It was a
Oh yeah.
mixer essentially,
Yeah.
and it was fantastic. There's a group out there called Spit, Silly People's Improv
Yeah.
Theater,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it was great again just to have people come and meet together. And I'm a foreigner, coming into their space, but they were so all open and
Yeah.
willing to play. And thanks for posting that photo of me. That was me at the Fringe Festival last summer.
Was it really?
So my good fellow teacher friend Joe Janes,
Oh,
who you may
yes. I know Joe.
Joe was had his show out there in Edinburgh, and they stayed in a flat. They had space for me. I was working on a show in Dublin, so I was performing the show out
Yeah.
there. And then I got to stay with these guys, and that was my photo. I was actually teaching, and the teaching online is great because as long as you've got your iPad or whatever device and Wi-Fi,
You could go
you pretty
anywhere.
much work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of the beauty of this. And so behind me was the castle. It was really kind of cool. The Edinburgh Castle was
Yeah.
just behind me. It was nice times, and
Ah,
again,
I think it
a
was.
great summer.
I think it was. Was that the one with Rick Walker and Laurie
Yes.
McClain? That
It
show?
really
Yeah.
is. Yes, yes. We got to see it here in Second City, and then we got to, I
Oh,
got to
cool.
check them out when they were out there. They had like a month-long run out there, and then it was supposed to be like revamped again just before things shut down. So,
It'll come. It'll come.
yes, yes. Can't can't wait to really all get together again. Live theater
Yeah.
can't be replaced, but for now we do what we can. So,
Well, thank you so much, Ginger. You are the best, and I really love playing with you. I can't wait to do it again.
yes, well, thank you again so much for the invite and keep at it. I'll be sure to follow, and now it's my turn to make some suggestions.
Oh, right on. Bye.
Take
Thank
care,
you.
Shay.